That for too long, Congress has chosen to play politics rather than actually focus on reducing crime. We pass and codify slogans such as 3 strikes and you're out. If you do the adult crime, you do the adult time. Even things pass off as crime policy like no cable TV in the prisons, as if the cable guy showing up at the prison disconnecting the cable is going to reduce the juvenile gang involvement all over the community. We know that a lot of those slogans and sound bites do absolutely nothing to reduce crime, and we need to get serious about the crime rate.
The prevention is the key. We believe it is vitally important to promote methods that are working, and there is documentation of this to eliminate youth violence through evidence-based prevention. That's really what it comes down to. And now more than ever, I think we need to support families, schools, and the community to engage kids in a positive way, both inside and outside of school.
We need to pass the Youth Promise Act is we need to change this draconian policy of treating kids like we do adults in our society. We need to change this policy because it is going to continue to lead us down this road of incarceration, which has gotten us nowhere.
The Youth Promise Act is about recognizing that there are no throwaway children, and that our children are worth our love, all children are valuable, and that we as adults need to do everything we can within our power to make sure that each child grows up to be the successful man or woman that he or she was created to be.
The Youth Promise Act is our nation's opportunity to send a clear message to young people that you are not just part of the problem, but you will also be part of the solution. We love you too much to expect anything less.
The Youth Promise Act is literally a call to action. Troubled youth in this country do not need another promise. What they need are lawmakers, law enforcement, juvenile justice officials, leaders of the community-based organizations like mine, United in Peace organization, to come together in order to provide a framework for their success.
First, the bill calls for an approach to youth development that engages the whole community in the process of transforming the lives of youth. As practitioners in the field of youth development, World Vision knows that in order to help young people make good choices and lead productive lives, we must examine and address all aspects of a child's well-being, reflected in their experiences at home, in school, and in their neighborhood.
After-school programs, sports, or volunteering to prevent youth involvement in gangs and other dangerous activities, it should be encouraged. And we think by bringing together law enforcement, by the way, is very interested in this approach. They want to prevent problems as well. By bringing together law enforcement, community leaders, the faith-based community, schools, and parents, we're putting all hands on deck in an effort to create a network of support for kids.
These programs have been tried in other states. In Pennsylvania, they have tried a collaborative approach to reducing crime, and they showed that not only did they reduce crime significantly, they saved 5 times more than they spent. In the city of Richmond, Virginia, in my district, they spent about $2.5 million in a collaborative approach, reduced the number of murders from 17 to 2.
And the Youth Promise Act is something that I think is long overdue. But there are some rays of light throughout the nation that allow for this particular bill to have the credibility that it's gained and then go further. And hopefully when it finally gets before both houses and it all comes to a place where both houses do the right thing and approve this bill, that we in the local communities will have a chance to restructure what a criminal justice system for youth is all about and call it something differently than even that. To bring it to a place where we recognize the vulnerability of the young person in our society.
This act represents a paradigm shift in the way that we deal with juvenile crime in America. Instead of codifying simple-minded slogans and sound bites, we're going to get serious about actually reducing gang violence and juvenile crime across the country. Thank you.